You know something's happening, but you're not quite sure what it is.
So it starts to interfere a little bit with your work and your confidence level.
I can deal with this. I'm strong, and well, then the hot flashes hit.
Is it hot in here or is it me?
No desire whatsoever. It just is not there.
It's almost as though women feel like they're going to turn into sexless bobs.
My mom said that this would probably be the best time of my life, the most free time of my life, and I think it has been.
Hi, I'm Kathy Smith. Every 29 days for the past 30 years, my body has faithfully prepared itself to become pregnant. 2 of those occasions resulted in the births of my daughters. The other 400 plus times have provided a kind of vital pulse throughout my adult life, a steady rhythm as dependable as the seasons. Now, along with an estimated 20 million American women, I'm reaching perimenopause. This is a 3 to 4 year period leading up to menopause when hormonal changes and symptoms start to occur. It's too early to tell right now, but so far I've had relatively few symptoms other than some restless sleep and irritability. Are exercise and healthy lifestyle paying off? Or are hot flashes and severe mood swings waiting around the corner? I don't know, and this is part of the fear surrounding menopause. We don't know what to expect or how we're going to cope with it when we get there. Technically, menopause means the end of the reproductive cycle, which can only be determined after a full year without a period. The average age for menopause onset is about 51, but women may notice changes as early as their late 30s. Here's what happens. On one hand, your body is undergoing major shifts as a result of hormonal changes and the natural aging process. It starts in the ovaries, where the hormones estrogen and progesterone, along with some testosterone, are produced. Sometime between the age of 35 and 40, our ovaries begin to shrink. This process speeds up during perimenopause. As our egg supply begins to age and dwindle, estrogen production decreases. This upsets the familiar hormonal rhythms of the body. Estrogen levels may spike and dip in unpredictable patterns. Testosterone begins to decline, and progesterone production may stop altogether. These hormonal fluctuations cause changes in the reproductive cycle, as well as every structure and organ in the body, affecting skin tone, bone density, muscle strength, digestion, heart rate, and circulation. These changes can trigger a host of symptoms, including menstrual irregularities, hot flashes, night sweats, increased PMS and mood swings, sleep problems, fuzzy thinking, dry skin, vaginal dryness and irritation, incontinence, vaginal infections, and loss of libido. Your genes play a part in the degree of symptoms you experience. So do lifestyle factors, such as diet, exercise habits, and stress level. Along with physical changes, many women face stressful midlife issues. We have a lot of things going on. The end of reproduction marks the closing of a chapter in our lives. It's a time for taking stock. Lines appear on our face, and we may have asked, what happened to our youth? Have I done everything I set out to do? Who am I now? What will I do once my children are gone? How will I take care of my parents? Am I happy with my friendships, my marriage, my career? And how will I take care of myself when I'm old? These are some of the questions that may come up as we negotiate our way through midlife. Being hit hard with both hormonal symptoms and life issues can land you right into a kind of menopause midlife crisis, increasing your chance of experiencing anxiety, irritability, depression, loss of self, weight gain, insomnia, sexual problems, osteoporosis, and heart disease. Although this all sounds pretty awful, the fact is we're going to get through it. Nobody ever has died of a hot flash or a dry vagina. It can be a scary time filled with discomfort and uncertainty, but it can also be a time of self-discovery, creativity, and growth. We're going into this time with more options than any generation of women before us. And what our mothers may not have told us, we're going to find out together as we trudge this road, cutting new paths for our daughters to follow. Our task now is to do what we can to reduce the short-term symptoms and the long-term health risks. Although hormone replacement may be part of the solution for some women, it's not enough to simply take a pill and call it a day. There's no shortcut here. healthy lifestyle measures like diet, exercise, and stress reduction still give our heart and bones the best medicine that money can buy. And they can minimize and even eliminate most of the symptoms without the side effects or increased risk associated with hormone replacement therapy. Menopause is the best opportunity we've had in decades for awakening to a whole new sense of well-being. The truth is, the 50s are a time when you can have it all. Experience and wisdom, along with strength and vitality. Being just old enough to have an interesting take on things, yet still energetic enough to follow your dreams. That's what the 50s are all about. Menopausal symptoms may have the floor right now, but if you're willing to make a few lifestyle adjustments and let go of things that no longer work, they'll pass and you'll be free to enjoy the best years of your life. In the upcoming segments of this tape, I'll share what I've learned and help you map your own course for this journey. I've designed a 3-part exercise program that addresses specific symptoms and long-term health issues. We'll start with the cardiovascular routine to burn calories, protect your heart, and lift your mood. We'll follow up with strength and balance exercises to protect your bones, improve posture, and boost your confidence. The yoga session will help you get centered, relieve stress, and rejuvenate. The exercise routines can be done separately or in combination, depending on your energy level and time. The show finishes off with answers to frequently asked questions about a range of topics, including hormone replacement, herbs, and sexual function. While this tape doesn't attempt to cover the vast amount of information available on menopause, it will provide you with a springboard for making important lifestyle improvements and moving forward with your own investigation of the options. Let's get started by finding out why cardiovascular exercise is more important than ever. If you're in the middle of a hot flash or feeling irritable, cover your ears. With everything else going on, the last thing you want to hear about is heart disease. But the truth is, we can't afford to ignore the fact that heart disease is the #1 killer of women. More women die each year of cardiovascular-related diseases than all female cancers combined. With the loss of estrogen after menopause, harmful LDL cholesterol levels tend to creep up, while good HDL cholesterol levels decrease. Now, this imbalance causes plaque buildup in the arteries, increasing the risk of high blood pressure, stroke, and heart attack. Lack of exercise is a big risk factor. Sedentary women are 3 times more likely to die of heart attacks than women who exercise regularly. Cardiovascular exercise protects the heart by decreasing harmful cholesterol and increasing good cholesterol. It also strengthens your heart and improves vascular elasticity. This will help reduce high blood pressure. When you're having hot flashes and not sleeping, exercise may be the last thing you want to think about. Listen, as someone who's having a few sleep problems herself, I can relate. But I found there's nothing like a good workout to keep me going through the day and help me sleep better at night. Along with protecting your heart and bones, cardiovascular exercise gets your blood flowing and stimulates a surge of mood-elevating endorphins. Almost everyone feels more relaxed, alert, and alive after exercise. Use your workout to release stress, frustration, and anger. Not only will you burn calories and fat, but negative emotions will be transformed into feelings of power, excitement, and passion. This may be just the spark you need to jumpstart a low libido. With improved mood and energy, you're likely to have fewer hormonal symptoms. Women who exercise report fewer hot flashes, sleep problems, and menstrual irregularities. Today I'm going to lead you through an aerobic workout that builds in intensity. Level 1 is going to give you a simpler move. Once you feel comfortable with these, we'll show you a variation that takes you to level 2, making it more intense and more challenging. You decide which variation you want to use on any given day. Are you ready? Let's get going. Okay, march it out on your right leg. Here you go, and marching. Warming up that body, thinking about your posture. Abdominals are lifted, shoulders are down, and you're thinking tall. I'm working out with Nancy, who's doing level 1, Sephora level 2. Our first move is a 3 and 1. Here you go, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's right, left, right, and tap. You got it. Okay, it's just this. Keep it going like this, and give me 4 more. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Give me 2 more like this. We're going to take the same move and move it forward and back. And 1, 2, 3, and tap. Start to move it out, warming up the body. Think tall with that posture. You got 2 more, just like this. Last time, forward and back. Hold it here, side to side, shoulder squeeze. Okay, what I want you to think about is pulling your shoulder blades together. Think about having a pencil between those shoulder blades, pulling it together. Great for the posture. You got 4 more. Let's take this into a hamstring curl with the lat pull down. Pull it down. Start to get some energy in that body. 1 more set of 8 like this. 8, 7. You got 4 more. We're going to put it all together from the top. Walk it forward. Here you go. 1, 2, 3, and tap. Forward, back again. Side to side with your shoulder squeeze. Squeeze it together. 2 more, right into a hamstring curl. From the top, walk it forward. Forward, back again. Side to side, shoulder squeeze. Think tall. Keep those shoulders back. Hamstring curl. 1 last time, from the top, forward, back. Forward, back again. Side to side, shoulder squeeze. Okay, give me a hamstring curl and pull it in. We're going to add on, new move, keep the legs wide, reach for the sky, side to side. Take it forward. Side leg lift with a tricep extension. 4 more. Knees come forward, knees come up. 4, 3, let's repeat it. Reach the ceiling, up. 4, 3, reach it forward. Come on, let's go, pump it. Pull that shoulder blade back each time. Side leg lift with the tricep extension. Last 4, knees come up in front. Okay, we've learned 4 new moves. Give me 4 more. We're going to put it together from the top. Walk it forward. 1, 2, 3, and tap. You should be warming up now. Side to side, shoulder squeeze. Hamstring curls. Pull it down. Wide legs, reach to the ceiling. Go. Reach it forward. Side leg lift with the tricep extension. Knees come forward. 4, 3, 2, from the top. Go. Ah, you got it. Forward, back. Side to side, shoulder squeeze. Hold those shoulders together. Think tall. Hamstring curls. Reach to the sky. Keep the legs wide. Tap it up. Now reach forward, right to me. Use the waist. Side leg lift. Knees come forward. Okay, now you know the routine. Last time, from the top. Go. Start to work it. Use your space. Forward, back again. Shoulders to squeezes, side to side. Hamstring curls. Bring those arms down. Pull right through the lat. Reach to the sky. Keep the legs wide. Reach it forward. Side leg lift with the tricep extension. Knees come forward. Okay, catch your breath. Let's keep these knees going here. Turn the knee into a knee strike. Start to bring the hip into it. Give me another set of 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Let's move it forward. Here we go. 4 knees forward. Bring it back side to side. Side to side. Knees forward again. 4 of them. 4. Use it as a strike. Take it back. And again, forward, back. Knees come forward. 2, 3. Take it back. Now watch the pour. You can turn that knee into a leg kick if you want. And now you can take it back into a bound. Take it forward again. Take it back. Okay, last time, forward and back. Kick it. Take it back. Bound it. Now we're going to go to new move, side to side for 3. Hold for 1. Now hold it here, up on the toes and reach. Side to side. Reach it up. 1, 2, 3. Reach it up. Now if you want to add a jump to this, watch what happens. Up, level 2. 1, 2, 3. Bound it up. 1, 2. Remember, keep whatever level you want. Whatever's comfortable for you. Last time, from the top, from the knee strike or the kick. Here we go. Or the kick, whatever's more comfortable. take it back, bounding or stepping side to side. Knees again. Side to side. Give me the 3 and 1. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Bound it up. 1, 2, 3. Take it up. 2 more times. Last time. You ready to do those knees again? Take it forward. Go. Knee. Take it back. Bound it. Forward, back again. Take it back. Side to side. Hold it here. 1, 2, 3. Bound it up. 1, 2, 3. And again. 1, 2, 3. Last time. Okay, give me 3 small steps to the side. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and we twist. 1, jab, jab, and we cross. Now watch my hips. Watch where the power comes from. Bump, bump. 1, 2, 3, bump, bump. 1, 2, 3, power punch. 1, 2, 3, and go. Last time slow. Ha ha. Okay, you ready to up the tempo? Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, punch. Ha. Remember, you can keep it slow or speed it up. Ha. 1, 2, 3. We got 2 more. Ready to put it together with the knees? Here we go. Knee, 2. Bound it back. Come on, use those legs. Use them. Forward, back again. Bring those knees up. Bound it back. You got it. 3 and 1, side to side. Hold it here. 1, 2. Take it to the ceiling. You got it. Get some height on it. Push it up. 1, 2, 3. Last time. Let's add those punches. Punch the right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Go. Ha! Okay, get out that anxiety. Get out that tension. Last 2. Give me those knees. Bring it forward. Ha! 3, 4, and bound. Forward again. Now remember, you can bring down the intensity if you're starting to feel a little tired. Just right here. Side to side for 3. 1, 2, 3. Just go up on the toes. Work at your intensity. Up on the toes. 2 more like this. If you feel like going up, make it a little higher. Okay, power punches. Go. Jab, 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 and punch. Ha! We got 4 more. Last 2. From the top with our knees. Hup, hup, hup. Take it back. Bound it. Bound it. Side. Take it forward. Take it back. Side to side for 3. 1, 2, 3. Leave it up. 1, 2, 3. Go for broke. 1, 2, 3. You got it. Punch it out. Go. Last time through. Make it count. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Bring it back to side to side. Side to side. Catch your breath right here. Oh, that'll push it. These are singles. 2 steps to the right. 1, 2 steps left. Let's try that again. 2. Okay, let's add a lift here. Up and back and side. We're going to punch on 4. Looks like this. 1, 2, 3, punch. 1, 2, 3, punch. We're going to punch on 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Take the arms overhead now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's push it for 8. We got it. This is 1. 2. Go at your level. You don't have to use all the arms. If you feel like it, just keep it here. Last 2. Okay, just march it out. Here we go. March it. Oh, that can get your heart rate up there. Bringing it back down a little bit right now. Give me 4 more of these prances, these walks, and we're going to take it into a prance. Here we go, and prance it out. Legs come up. Now, if you want a little bit more intensity, get those knees up there. A little bit higher. Okay, let's take the arms overhead and take it up, up, Push it up there. Then you can have it right here. You can go up and down and up and down. You can do it whatever level you want. Okay, let's take it and walk it forward. And 4 counts forward, out, out, and in. Take it back. It's a V-step. Out, out. Let's try that. V-step. It's right, left. Take it back. Now that V-step is going to turn into a quick step. Out, and out, and out, and out. And back, 2, 3, 4. And out, and in, and out, and in. And up, 3, 4. And out, and in, and out, and in. Okay, now this quick step is going to turn into a squat jump when you take it to the rear. Hold, 2, 3, 4, squat together. 1, out, out, and in. Out, and in, and out, and in. Squat jump. Now, if you have any problems, just watch Nancy. She's doing level 1. Out, out. Okay, march it out. Okay, let's move on now into a kind of a cha-cha step. You're going to step forward with your right leg, then back to center. Here we go. Forward, now left leg. Back. Now add a triple step to this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Start to cross it over slightly. Really little crossover. Make it a little bigger. Push it across. Use the space. Lift it up. Pull it back. Last 2. Now hold for 3 knees right here. 3, 2, 1. Single knee center. Pop it up. Other side. 3 knees. We call this 3 knees a repeater. Then single knees in the center. It's step, knee, step, knee. Give me 3 knees. 1, 2, 3. Give me single knee center. Repeater, other side. 1, 2, single knee center. If you want to get the height, you can. Otherwise, just watch Nancy. And you don't have to use your hands. You just keep it right here. 3 knees. And push. 2, 3. Back to center. Okay, we have 1 more on each side. Then we're going to put this together with the crossover cha-cha. Switch sides. Other side. Repeater. Okay, ready for the crossover cha-cha? Here we go. Cross it over and go. You have 4 more, just like this. 4, 3, 2. Hold for repeater knees. 3 knees. Go. Single center. Step. Step. Push. Step. 3 knees. Other side. Back to that crossover cha-cha now. Now, crossover cha-cha. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Lift it up. Okay, 4 more like this. 4, 3, 2. Repeater knee right here. You got it. 1, 2, 3. Single knees. Okay, repeater other side. Come back to center. Last time, crossover cha-cha from the top. 8 times. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. Repeater knee. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Singles right here. Go for it. You got it. Last time. This is it. Back to center. Repeater knees. Okay, it's time to push these knees now. Right here. Give me 16. Counting down. Huh. Push it. How high can you go? Next time you're feeling cranky or blue, take a walk instead of reaching for a cookie. There's nothing like a good workout for changing your whole perspective on a bad day or situation. Last 2, push it out. Come back to center and march it out. Whew. Okay, catch your breath. Give me 4 more. Let's go right into lunges, side to side. First we tap, tap, tap. Now start to turn the body side to side. Okay, let's add an arm and start to push it, and push it. Okay, this is our final push, so I want you to get into it. If this is too intense, don't hop it up as much. 8 more, pump it, 2. Okay, these are singles, give me 4 more singles. We're gonna hold it for 2. Here we go. 2s. Other side. 2s. 2s again. And again. 4 more. 3. Last 2. Let's hold for 4 on the other side. It's 1, 2. Switch sides. Here you go. It's 4. We're punching, alternating arms and legs. Switch again. 2 more, 1 on each side. Switch it. Okay, switch and hold for 32. Now what I want you to think about right now is make sure your head's not bobbing up and down. Notice I'm overloading that standing leg, pumping. We're holding for 32. It's going to start to work that leg. Keep it going. You can do it. Okay, you got 8 more left. 8, 7, 6. You can do it. 4 more. 3. Back to single, side to side. Go. Pump it. 2, 3, 4. Another set of 8 right here. Think about that posture. Chest is open. Clavicles are down. Hold for 2 on this side now. Hold 2. 2s and 2s. 2s again. You got 4 more just like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4 counts. Hold. It's 1, 2, 3. Switch sides. Switch again. Last time. Hold for 32. You got it. It's 1, 2. Hold it low. Now watch my head. I'm not bobbing up and down. Keeping it very low. That back leg's going in and back. Overloading the right leg now. Hang in there. You can do it. And breathe. Shoulders back. Last 8. 4, 3. Back to singles. Okay, shake it out. Catch your breath. 1 more set of 8 right here. 5, 6, 7. Just march it out and march it. Oh my gosh, that is a push. That takes you all the way to the top as far as the intensity. Let's start to cool it down now. Bring it a little lower. Give me 4 more. Now side to side. Here we go, side to side. I want you to hold on 3, hold and lift the knee. Side, side, side. It's time to work a little posture, a little balance. We've been talking about balance. Now to get your balance, you need to think about your core. You lift. You think tall. This time I want you to hold and extend the knee. Out, in, out. Let's try that again. Side to side. Now notice right here, I don't have to take it too high, but I want to balance on that leg. So my standing leg is straight. I'm lifting up through the quadricep of my standing leg and holding my stomach in. I think tall. Here we go, Anne. Up, down. Okay, now we're going to change it a little bit. We're going to take 1 up and 1 back. This is front. Now let's take it back and reach. Again. Up, 2, 3. We hold, lift. Pull in the core, pull the belly to the spine, lift. Again. Hold it. Okay, now we're going to change it a little bit, and this time we're only going to take it back. Hold here, and we reach. Only to here if you feel comfortable. The more comfortable you get with your balance, we're going to take it a little further forward, and we can reach like a T. Take it side to side. Now, if that feels too hard for your hands to be forward, take them behind you. Again, try to keep that standing leg straight. Bring it back. Lift. This is the last one. Hold it here. Bring it back in. And now take that right leg and take it all the way back. Stretching the calf. Hips are squared off. Make sure the heel is directly behind the toe. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Leaning forward. Slide the back leg in, and now let's stretch the front hamstring. So I want you to support yourself on the back, bent leg. Toes are up, abdominals are lifted, your chest is open, the clavicles are down. Transfer the weight to the front leg. Let's test your balance again. Or if you have a chair or wall nearby, hold on. Pull the heel toward the buttocks. Keep the knees together. Feel the stretch in the front of the leg and the hip flexor. Let's switch sides. Drop that leg. Now take the left leg back and stretch out the calf. Again, Lifting, pressing forward. Abdominals are lifted, pulling that belly button toward the spine. Transfer the weight now to the back leg. Front leg comes forward. Stretching again, the hamstring. Really leaning forward, pulling those toes up. Chest is up, belly is up. Really pull it in. This is really important to work the abdominals right here, right now. Transfer again the weight to the front leg. Let's finish off by stretching the quadricep of your left leg. If your balance isn't that great, hold on to a chair, but eventually you might want to release that chair and just try this. Keeping those knees together, shoulders down. Great job. Remember, do your cardio 2 to 3 times a week. It's going to help so much with your moods, with anxiety, with helping you keep your weight down, and just overall sleeping better at night. Great job, you guys. All right. Next, we're going to do some strength and balance exercises. Before we begin, let's take a look on how hormonal changes affect your bone health. With all we have going on in perimenopause, maintaining good bone health may not seem like a priority, but how we take care of our bones now has a big impact on our physical function and confidence later on. In menopause, our bones begin losing the protective effects of estrogen. We start to lose bone faster than we can replace it. Women can lose up to 20% of their bone mass in the 5 to 7 years following menopause. 1 in 4 women experience enough bone loss to end up with osteoporosis, a condition that leaves our bones porous, brittle, and fragile. If we don't take measures to offset this loss, we risk joining the 40% of U.S. women over 50 who suffer an osteoporosis-related fracture. Poor balance can play a big role in this risk. At the same time bone loss accelerates, we're also losing muscle mass, which causes our metabolism to slow down and our body composition to shift. We're losing muscle and gaining fat. This can mean unwanted pounds in all the wrong places, and cutting calories alone is not going to be enough to deal with the problem. The combination of extra belly weight and weakened abdominal and back muscles affects our posture. Shoulders hunch, belly and hips tilt forward, and our upper back rounds. Needless to say, it's difficult to feel good about yourself when you're walking around all slumped over like this. You're more likely to feel irritable, depressed, and tired. Your best defense against this downward spiral is to stop it at its source. This means building muscle mass to protect bone density and to boost metabolism. It means strengthening the abdominals and the back muscles so you can walk tall and proud. I've designed a strength training program to help you do exactly that. By following my simple routine 2 to 3 times a week, you'll increase metabolism, improve posture, and give your bones the protection they deserve. The routine helps target hips, wrist, and spine, which are especially vulnerable to fractures later on. I've also included balance exercises which provide additional protection against falls. Increased metabolism puts the brakes on out-of-control weight gain. Remember, some weight gain is okay as we age, but don't pressure yourself to maintain the body you had in your 20s and 30s. That extra stress is not worth the energy that it robs us of. Find a weight that you can live with, and then start to enjoy the good health your efforts bring. The best thing you can do for your muscles and your bones is combine strength training with a good supply of calcium. Perimenopausal women need 1,000 milligrams of calcium a day and 1,200 once they've reached menopause. Take this in divided doses throughout the day. To ensure best absorption, include 400 IUs of vitamin D, 500 milligrams of magnesium, and 3 milligrams of boron. You also want to limit the things that rob your body of calcium, including excessive protein, sugar, salt, coffee, alcohol, and cigarettes. 2 to 3 cups of coffee a day, and you may be literally peeing your bones out. So let's start protecting those bones. Make sure you have enough space to work, weights, a towel, and a chair. If you don't have a carpeted surface for the floor exercises, use an exercise mat. Okay, let's limber up the body. Grab a towel, grab the ends of the towel, and now pulling apart, let's lift it up and down. I really want you to think about pulling those shoulder blades down and together as you do this. Give me one more. Now take it at a diagonal. Take it up and pull it to your left hip. When you do this, use that shoulder blade to pull it around. One more. Now I want you to step back as your arm goes up. Again, just warming up the body, limbering up, getting ready for the strength training. Okay, we're going to add a little balance to this. And this time when you come forward, I want you to come up and hold. Now to do this, you have to hold that belly in and up, and hold. Hold it here. Now bring it all the way over and let's do a side lunge. Take it to the side and come up. Side stretching out the side of the body. Think long. Give me one more and hold it here. Stretch out the sides. 4, 3, 2. Bring it up to center. And now let's do the same thing on the other side. Bring it up and pull it down. And again, using that shoulder to pull it back and around. One more. Now let's step it back as we come up. Step it back and up. Feel the circulation in the shoulders, in the back. One more, and let's start to add that balance. Up and hold. Up, test yourself now. One more like this, and just hold it, grab on, core muscles, bring it overhead, balance, balance, balance. Now side lunge. Take it to the side, come up and down, stretch out that side, reach it over, use that towel, pull those shoulder blades down and hold it here. Hold it, shoulders are down, bring it back up, come all the way back up, drop the towel, and pick up your weights. Now, depending on your strength, you might want to start with 3. I'm using 5 pounds today. As you get better, I want you to think about increasing those weights. Don't be afraid of strength training. For the squat, I want the feet shoulder width apart in either one of 3 hand positions. Up here, by your chest, or down by your sides. Feet are shoulder width apart. Let's sit back as if you're sitting into a chair. Now, if you're just beginning and you don't know much about squatting, think about sitting back into a chair. It's going to help you with your form. Keep it going.
If this exercise bothers your knees, try holding a squat against a wall.
Give me 4 more like this. 2 more. Okay, now take it down and add a side leg lift. The right leg comes up, and now the left leg, side to side. Starting to use the abductors, starting to use more of the glutes. Take it side to side.
For added intensity, try doing the wall sit while lifting one leg.
Yeah, 4 more. And 3. Down, press it up. Last one. Great. Come back to center, grab your weights, and now let's work the upper body. I want you to hinge at the hips. And what I want you to do is bring those weights together, shoulders are down, and now rear flies, and elbows go out to the side. And it's up and down. This is a great one for posture. Keep it going.
Weight-bearing exercise combined with calcium can decrease your risk of fractures by 30%. A good calcium supplement will dissolve in vinegar. If it doesn't, look for another brand.
Okay, give me 2 more now. Pull those shoulder blades together. Great, drop it down. Okay, let's move to side lateral raises. Again, arms go out to the side, pinch the shoulder blades together, and lower it down. And again, up, pinch. Again, a great posture move. Think about really pulling those shoulder blades together. It's going to really improve your posture, which is going to make you look 10 years younger and 10 pounds thinner by just thinking tall, up, together.
Developing the rear deltoids and rhomboids gives you the upper body strength you need to keep your shoulders back and your spine straight. Good posture will improve mood and sense of self-worth.
Okay, last 2, you can do it. Okay, this one counts. Go all the way up, squeeze, and lower it back down. Great. Let's move into rear lunges. Okay, arms are down by the side. You're going to step back with the right leg and find your balance. So let's take a big step back and make sure that the knee is behind the toe. Bring it back up again. Let's start down, up and back, down, and take it back. Okay, give me 2 more now. Last one. Now this time I want you to come up and I want you to just think about doing a bicep curl right here. Drop it down and bicep curl. Compound exercise, we're using the lower body and the upper body. Now this time I want you to hold right here, 2 bicep curls. And again, take it down. Now, if you want to take it to level 2, when you come up, I want you to balance right here. Keep it going. And up and balance. Now, if you want even a little bit more difficulty, think about extending that leg up as you take it down, up, extend, extend, down, up, extend, extend. You got 1 more left in you. Extend, extend. Great. Let's move to the tricep. Lean forward, support yourself on your bent leg. Make sure everything is open, your chest is open, your clavicles are down, and your neck is long. Bring the arm up to the side, and now extend it back and release. We're working the back of the arm. You really have to think about extend and bend. Same time, keep those abdominals lifted, extend and bend.
Building lean muscles is the most efficient way to increase metabolism and burn fat.
Last two. Last one, hold it. Okay, let's move into one-arm rows. Put both weights in one hand, drop it down, let it dangle, and now initiating with your shoulder blade, bring it all the way back up and release. And up and down. Now in this move here, I really want you to think about keeping your shoulders square and your hips square. It's up and down. Now we're working the back, we're working the lat, right where your bra goes across there and creases and you have extra folds there. That's what you're working right now. Pull it up and down. Okay, you give me two more right here. And last one, slowly lower it down. Okay, we have another side, so let's get started. Start by lunging back, finding your distance, and then coming up. Here we go. We got 4 and 3. Now this time we're going to use a hammerhead bicep curl. So when you come up, I want you to step back and now hold for a curl. Hammerhead means your arms and palms are facing each other. Here we go. Up. Okay, you ready to hold for some balance? Hold right here. And 2. And take it down and hold it. And again. Now lift that leg up if you can. Hold and balance. If any of this feels too difficult, you know you can just keep your foot down and just build up as you gain more confidence. Now this time I want you to think about coming up, and if you can, extend the leg. There you go. Up, extend, up and down, and only extend that leg as far as you feel comfortable. Last one. You can get it. That was enough. Okay. Now let's switch over to tricep extensions on this side. Take your weight, pull it up to your side. Think about your core. The abdominals are lifted, elbow by the side. Extend it out. Okay, working the back of the arm again. Everything else should be relaxed. Face is relaxed.
Increased muscle mass means more available estrogen after menopause.
Give me 2 more, and last one. Okay, let's move into one-arm rows. Both weights in one hand. This is a larger muscle group, and it takes a little bit more weight to overload it. So let's pull it up. And again, shoulders are squared off, neck is long, abdominals are lifted.
Studies show that strength training can prevent or reverse almost 1% of bone loss a year.
Okay, you have 2 more. Last one. Okay, great job. Put the weights down, and now let's grab a chair, the back of a chair, leaning forward, abdominals lifted, hinging at the hips. What I want you to do is take that leg, pigeon toe it, and now up and down. Thinking really long through the waist, lifting the abdominals, using the buttocks to lift and lower, and lift. The standing leg is slightly bent. Okay, let's hold for 3 and 1. Hold for 1, 2, hold and squeeze, and lower. 1, 2, 3, and lower. 1, 2, 3.
Bone mass is increased in the areas where muscle is being worked.
Last one. Hold it here. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Great. Let's do the other side. Shake that leg out. Okay, support yourself on the other leg. Come forward. Pigeon toe that foot. Knee is slightly bent for the standing leg. Now lift and lower. And lift. And think about those abdominals. Abdominals are lifted. Remember, throughout this entire routine, you can be working your abdominals. You have 2 more. And last one. Let's go to a 3 and 1 now. It's 1, 2, 3, and lower. 1, 2, 3, and lower.
This is a good exercise for building bone density in the hips, a major fracture spot for older women.
2 more. Okay, last one. Make a count, hold it, hold it, hold it, and lower it down. Let's take it down to the floor and continue working the buttocks and legs, but also move into the core, the back and the front. So let's take it down, and we'll start with face-up plank. What I want you to do is put your hands by your side. If your wrist hurts you, bring them out to the side like this, or use weights like Nancy's using. Push yourself up, push your hips all the way up, and what I want you to do is just hold it here.
Squeeze the buttocks, lift as high as you can. And now, if you want a little bit higher difficulty, a little bit more difficult, I want you to lift your left leg up and lower it down. And now lift the right leg up. And when you do this, you're going to really feel it in your hamstring and your buttocks. The main thing is, if it's too intense, just keep both legs on the ground, or as you lift your leg up, drop your hips down slightly. Okay, keep it going. We have one more on each side. Up and down. Last time, up and lower it down. Great. Now slide your legs in and roll all the way back, one vertebrae at a time, rolling all the way down onto your back. And let's do Kegels. Okay, this is a fun exercise. You're not going to be able to see anything, so even though I'm squeezing my hand, what I'm really doing is working my pelvic floor. Now to work this muscle, you have to pretend like you're going to the bathroom and you're stopping the flow of urination. So right now what I want you to do is now contract the pelvic floor, stop the flow of urination, and then release it. And again, contract and release. Now this time I want you to think that you're on an elevator and you're contracting, and now you're going first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. Hold it there, really contracting, at the same time releasing the hip flexors and releasing the buttocks, and now lower the elevator back down again. Remember what we're doing right now, let's go up the elevator again, first floor, second floor, third floor, fourth floor. What we're doing right now is really going to help improve your sex life as well as prevent incontinence. So it's really important to practice these throughout the day. Lower it back down again. And now let's do our flutters. You ready? Let's contract, release, contract, release, contract. Now you can be doing this anytime and nobody knows you're doing them. So you can like have a little bit of a thrill for yourself. So keep going, 4 and 3 and 2. Last one, hold it. And release. Great job. Okay, now with that in mind, let's take it, continue kegling, and let's take it up into a bridge. So what I want you to do is peel your back off the floor, starting with your tailbone, elongating your spine, coming all the way up, keeping your belly in and your rib cage knitted closed. And what I want you to do is think neck and chest, everything is relaxed and long. Bring those knees together, and now drop and pump. Drop and lift. And drop and squeeze the buttocks, and squeeze, and squeeze. Give me 4 more, and 3. If you want a little bit more intensity, let's bring that right leg off the floor and continue to drop and squeeze. Try to squeeze your knees together to get a little inner thigh work going. And up, down, up, down, up, down. One more, let's switch sides. Bring it up, down. If this is too intense, just keep both legs on the floor and keep the motion going. It's up, down, 4 and 3 and 2, and last one, hold it and drop it down. And now, slowly, rolling one vertebrae at a time, pulling your tailbone towards your heels, elongate and decompress that spine and bring it all the way down. And now let's work into the abdominals. Bring your legs up into tabletop position. What I want you to do right now is I want you to suck that belly into the spine as if you're trying to get into your tightest pair of blue jeans. Pull that belly in, and now knit that rib cage closed, and I want you to drop down the left leg to the floor, and now up, and now the opposite. Now notice when I do this, my hips are staying stationary. I'm not releasing that back. I'm using those transverse abdominis. That's what works that lower belly and is going to help get rid of that lower belly pooch. Give me one more. Last one. Now holding yourself, the legs in this position, inhale and bring your chin to your chest. Exhale, reach your arms to the opposite wall for our hundreds. What I want you to do is start to pump your arms as if you're splashing water. And inhale for a count of 5 and exhale for a count of 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep it going. If you want a more advanced workout, extend the legs up to the ceiling and extend them anywhere from a 90 to a 45-degree angle, making sure to keep the spine imprinted on the floor. You can do it. Anytime throughout this, if your neck starts to hurt, use a hand or lower yourself back down. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees into the chest. Give yourself a breather. Now remember, if that was difficult for you, you can always build. Start with 10 and then build to 20 and then 30.
Now let's move to obliques. Legs go down, and now, on an inhale, bring the chin to the chest. On an exhale, I want you to reach toward your knee and release, and reach and release. I'm bringing my rib cage to the hip. I'm also bringing my hip to the rib cage and working the obliques. If your neck starts to hurt, put your hand behind your head, really pulling your abdominals as you do this, working the area that's really going to help support the belly, support the back, side to side. Okay, 2 more, and last one. Let's switch sides, other side. Give yourself a rest, actually. Come down, and come back up again, and now reach it over and back. Only come up as far as your shoulder blades, really contracting the abdominals, and reaching, and reaching. Again, neck starts to hurt. Support yourself. At the same time, I really want you to think, look at that belly. Are you pulling that belly in? It shouldn't be pooching out. Give me 4 more, and 3. Last 2. Give me 1 more. Great, lower it down. And now let's flip on over and work the back. Okay, we're going to do a little thing called house for mouse. We just worked our abdominals, but now we're learning how to use those transverse when we're face down. So what I want you to think about right now is pulling up your belly right now. Pull it up and create some space right here. We call it a little space for a mouse to crawl in. Now, whenever we do these exercises right now, I want you to think of using those transverse muscles. Okay, watch my belly now. Released, up, release. Can you see it? Release, and up. And now extend the arms out in front of you. Now let's lift the left arm up and the right leg up. Hold it. And lower down. Now the right arm and left leg. Keep that belly lifted. And now with both arms and both legs off the floor. Belly lifted. And lower down. Again, left arm, right leg. Right arm, left leg. Extend, reach long. Drop it down. And now both arms, both legs. And lower down. Drop the hands behind you. And now, let's rest our palms on top of each other on your back, elbows drop down. Kick the legs in 3 times, 1, 2, 3, grabbing those arms, reach behind you, stretch it up and back. And head goes down the other side, 1, 2, 3, reach it up and back. Head goes down, 1, 2, 3, keep that belly lifted, and down, and 1, 2, 3, reach it up and back. And now bring those arms all the way around, reach Superman, and lower it down. And now bring those hands right by your shoulders, and let's come up on your elbows, and again, stabilize a plank right here using your transverse abdominis. So right now, I'm really focusing on working my abdominals, keeping those abdominals lifted, abdominals tight. From there, into push-up position. Now you can use any form of push-up you want. You can be down on your knees, or you can be up on your toes. Let's try it. Let's go. 1 and 2.
If you think you can't do push-ups, try them anyway. Doing push-ups is a great way to build bone density in the wrist.
And then just hold on your knees if you want, and pump it out, and out, and out. Give me 2 more, and last one. All right. Push it back all the way into child's pose, all the way back. Stretch it out. Come back up to cat position. And now arch the back and round the back. And again, stretch up, reach to the ceiling, look to the ceiling. Now round your back, bring your belly to your spine. Arch and round. Come all the way down. Exhale everything out. Great job.
Oh my gosh, what a great workout. For best results, you want to do strength and balance exercises at least 2 times a week, but make sure you allow 48 hours recovery between sessions.
Now we're going to move into some relaxing yoga exercises. First, let's find out how stress impacts your menopause symptoms.
Stress is a killer, especially for perimenopausal women.
When the body senses stress, our adrenal glands react by pumping out the hormones adrenaline and cortisol. Some cortisol is healthy and even necessary for you to be able to function every day. Too much can wreak havoc on the body, triggering hot flashes and menstrual irregularities. Mood swings, fatigue, fuzzy thinking, and sleep problems are intensified. Too much stress, and you can say goodbye to your sex drive.
On the other hand, cutting stress is your best weapon against these symptoms, and yoga provides the perfect combination of techniques to accomplish the job. In fact, according to some studies, yogic breathing technique can reduce hot flashes by as much as 90%.
By toning the nervous system and improving circulation, yoga exercise can pull you back from emotional plunges and rejuvenate your energy supply. It clears your mind and puts your body at ease so that you can concentrate during the day and sleep at night. Certain postures affect the endocrine and reproductive systems, which can help balance erratic hormonal shifts and awaken the sex center.
Yoga elongates your spine, lubricates your joints, and stretches out the muscles. This helps eliminate that low back pain and any of those body aches. Most of all, though, yoga gives you the flexibility and strength that keeps you young and vital, so you can really enjoy the new freedoms that come in menopause. Along with cutting stress, you can keep a lid on symptoms by giving your body the nutrients it needs at this time of life.
Foods containing isoflavones like soy have a mild estrogenic effect on the body. They can level out estrogen spikes and give you a mild hormone boost when you're in short supply. Soy protein has been shown to reduce hot flashes by as much as 40%. Bioflavonoids found in berries and the peels of citrus fruits may help reduce hot flashes. Vitamin and mineral supplements can be very beneficial, especially when taken in divided doses throughout the day. Vitamin C gives your adrenals a boost, which will help with fatigue. Vitamin E protects your heart and may relieve hot flashes and vaginal dryness. The B vitamins are the real stress busters. 100 milligrams each of B5 and 6 will improve sleep and lift mood. Look for B complex 50, which includes a good dose of all the B vitamins. Deep green and yellow fruits and vegetables are rich sources of vitamin A, which is very important for dry skin and hair.
But right now, let's start some yoga.
Let's begin with child's pose. Sit down on your heels, extending your toes back. Your feet flat on the floor and draw your knees apart about a foot or so. If this puts any stress on your knees, sit on top of a pillow. Now simply fall forward, drawing your chest down across your thighs, your forehead down to the floor. Then extend your arms back by your sides. Completely relax, let go. Feel the weight of your hips, your torso, your shoulders, just dropping down to the floor. Let your breath start to become a little more full and conscious. Deepening your inhales. Feel your back ribs spreading. With each exhale, let your shoulders, your belly, and your chest just drop down to the floor, completely letting go. Softening the muscles in your face. Just feeling a sense of ease as you release the pressure in your spine and allow yourself just to be here and be present to whatever it is that you're feeling inside. Focusing more and more on your breath. Just let yourself be as relaxed as you can. Feel the fullness of each cycle of breath, paying attention to the beginnings of your inhales. Let your inhales be full and expansive as they bring a fresh supply of oxygen and nutrients to the body. Feel the space to the top of the inhales and sense the openness there. Then slowly exhale and let all your breath out and feel the completion of your exhale. And now slowly extend your arms out in front of you. Spread your fingers wide apart onto the floor, getting ready for a simple cat and dog stretch. So your knees are below your hips, hip distance apart, and your wrists are below your shoulders. On an inhale, arch your back, pull your shoulders blades back, looking forward. As you exhale, round your spine like a cat, drawing your tailbone and belly up to the spine. And now again, inhale, arching your back, pulling your shoulders back down and feeling your spine drawing toward your chest. Exhale, reverse and press through your hands, pressing the knuckles of the index fingers and rounding your spine. Again, inhale, looking forward and up, pulling the shoulders back down your spine, arching your back. And on an exhale, let all your air out, pull the belly to the spine, drop the tailbone, and round your back. And again, inhale, looking forward, gazing up, letting the tailbone rise, arching the back, bringing the shoulder blades down, and again exhaling, letting all the air out, bringing the belly up to the spine, rounding the back. And now, release yourself down and relax, back in a child's pose. Take a few deep breaths here. Breathe into your belly and let your lower vertebrae spread away from each other as you exhale and relax your belly, and just let everything drop down. Draw your breath more up to your spine. Breathe it into your middle back, allowing the shoulder blades to separate. Exhale and let everything go, noticing that your body is starting to relax and letting go of the day's tension, anxiety, and stress. Now slowly bring yourself back up to sitting on your heels. Just slide over onto the left side of your heels and extend your legs straight out in front of you. Lay down onto your back and slide your heels up next to your hips so that they're about hip width apart. As you inhale, lift your hips up off the ground. Let your tailbone lead as you press through the heels. Now interlace your fingers underneath you and shift from side to side to take the pressure off your neck and place it on your shoulders. Hold it there. Start to work this pose by pressing down more firmly into your heels. And as you press through your heels, feel like you can more easily lift your hips by pressing your buttocks toward your knees and lengthening your spine out of your lower back. And now slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time and just relax and feel the sensations in your body. Completely let go. The bridge pose soothes the nervous system, evening out mood swings and boosting energy. And now let's do it a second time. Press your tailbone up, making sure your feet are hip distance apart, and again interlacing your fingers, coming up onto your shoulders. Keep pressing through your heels to extend up more through your hips as you lengthen your lower back by pressing your buttocks toward your knees. Keep lifting your hips higher and higher. Keep pressing your heels and lifting your sternum toward your chin. Now release your arms and slowly roll down one vertebrae at a time like a string of pearls, lengthening your spine, decompressing, and just relaxing. Softening your face, softening your neck, and letting your knees drop together. Breathing in, and now gently pull your knees into your chest. Hugging your knees, find where you feel the resistance, and then let go a little bit. Now keeping your right knee in, extend your left leg all the way out in front of you on the floor. Bring the right knee in, and then release it. And then again, pull it toward your chest, creating a little bit more tension as you straighten that left leg. And now take that right leg across your body, extend the right leg arm out to the side, looking at your right hand, keeping that right shoulder down, go into a spinal twist that now starts to lengthen and stretch the lower back, the middle back, the hips, and puts pressure on the abdomen, which increases circulation and improves digestion. Hold this pose as you breathe, inhale. And as you exhale, let all the tension out that you're feeling in that back area. And now release the pose, come back to center, pull that knee back into your chest, and let's switch sides. Bringing the left leg into your chest, pull it toward your chest as you keep that tailbone down, and release the leg. And again, pull it toward your chest, breathing as you exhale, inhale, release. And one more time, go a little deeper into the stretch this time. And now let's twist in the opposite direction. Extend the left arm out to the side, looking over at your left arm. Twist the left leg over the right, using that right arm to put pressure on the knee to increase the tension and to increase the twist. Again, you should be feeling this in your lower back, your middle back, your hip. Twist a little bit deeper, focusing on keeping that left shoulder on the floor. Inhale and exhale. And now release the pose. Come back to center. And now roll over onto your side. Press yourself up into a seated position and put your legs out in front of you. Try to sit up as tall as you can on your sitting bones. If that's not possible, find a pillow to put underneath your hips. And now again, pressing through your legs, feet flexed. I want you to start to walk down your legs and find a comfortable position, either on your knees, your thighs, or if you can, grab your feet. Keeping your spine straight, bending at the hips. Let's do a forward bend. Remember, only go as far as you feel comfortable. And the idea is to find a place where you can relax. This is a great exercise for stimulating the ovaries and the adrenals and smoothing out hormonal function. So keep pressing through the heels, keep the backs of your legs pressing near the floor, extend out of your legs, keeping that forward bend, taking another breath, releasing, and then going a little deeper into the pose. Slowly bring yourself all the way back up to sitting. And now extend your legs apart into a V. Not as wide as you can go, just wherever it feels comfortable. And again, I want you to sit on top of your sitting bones and try to shift your pelvis forward. Press out through your heels, extend through your legs, and now start to walk your arms forward. And if you can relax onto your forearms and it's comfortable, do that. Otherwise, stay up on your hands. If you're very flexible and you can, drop your head down to the floor onto your forearms. I want you to think tall through your spine and think about your breath now. Inhaling and exhaling. Don't concern yourself with how far down you go. Rather, try to lengthen more through your spine. By grounding through your sitting bones, lengthening more through your belly button and your spine and through your sternum. Each exhale, you want to extend a little further forward and go a little more deeply, feeling the groins open up. And slowly as you inhale, come back up to sitting and bring your legs back together, placing your right leg straight and your left sole of the foot on your right thigh. And now, positioning yourself so that you're almost doing a slight twist of the body, position yourself over your right leg, and then again from the hips, start to walk down your leg either to your shins, your ankle, or your foot, holding it here, finding a place that's just right for your body where you can comfortably relax. You feel a slight stretch, a little tension, but you can relax. Thinking of relaxing your shoulders, thinking of relaxing even your head if you can onto your leg or your knee. Let everything go. Again, falling forward, drawing your spine, your sternum, and everything out of that right thigh. Deep, full breaths in. And now coming back up, and let's switch sides. Extending the left leg out, right sole of the foot to the left thigh. And again, twisting around, making sure you position yourself right over your left leg. Finding the place that's right for you, whether it's knees, shins, or grabbing your foot, pulling your elbows close to your leg, and pulling yourself forward, lengthening the spine, dropping the shoulders, and focusing on the breath. Deep, full breaths, inhaling and exhaling, falling forward a little bit more. Lengthen out of your kidneys, lengthen through your sides, extend longer through your spine. And another breath here. Exhale and release a little bit further. And now lengthening out over that leg. And now in your next breath, come back up to a seated position, and let's move into the cobbler pose. Bring your heels together and place your hands behind you to press yourself up onto your sitting bones. Draw your knees away from each other towards the floor. Again, if this is uncomfortable, sit on a towel or a pillow. Draw your hands forward to your feet. Hold on to your feet, drawing your thumbs to the inside of your feet and opening them up like a book, using your elbows to press out your thighs. Keep pressing the heels together. Take a deep breath in, lift up tall, and now lengthen forward, lengthening through your spine, using your elbows to press your knees open, pulling the sternum forward, the belly up, lengthening forward, finding space between the vertebrae. And now breathe. Inhale and exhale. Slow, complete inhales and exhales. This pose opens up your hips, stretches your inner thighs, increases circulation to the entire pelvic region, and releases tension from deep within the hips. It also helps to awaken the sex center. Take one more deep breath in. Stay to exhale, lengthen out a little more through the spine, and bring it back up to sitting. Now lay down onto your back in preparation for the half shoulder stand. Bring your knees up and slowly extend your legs over your head onto the floor behind you. Now, if you don't feel comfortable bringing your legs all the way back, have a chair handy that you can rest your feet on. Now draw your hands and interlace them behind you, rocking from side to side, getting the pressure on your shoulders and off the neck and the top of the spine. Place your hands on your back or your hips and lift one leg up at a time to the ceiling. And just relax as much as you can. If you feel any strain in your neck or shoulders, then do this posture against a wall, using a pillow or folded towel to support your hips. And breathe, allowing this pose to do its magic by inverting, reversing the processes in your body. Inverted postures increase circulation to the brain, improving concentration and memory. Holding the posture steady frees your mind of disturbances, allowing you to be just with your body and your breath. As you exhale in the pose, release negative emotions and all the things that hold you back from being fulfilled and at peace in your life. As you inhale, allow a calming energy to wash over your entire body, feeding your confidence and self-esteem. And now slowly release your feet back down to the floor behind you. If you like, you can draw your knees into your ears and hold there for a few breaths, squeezing your knees in and listening to your breath from the inside. And then slowly roll down all the way, one vertebrae at a time, all the way out onto the back. Now simply spread yourself out onto your mat and onto the floor. Lay on your back with your legs comfortably apart and your arms by your sides, palms up. If you feel discomfort in your lower back, place a rolled blanket or pillow under your knees. Close your eyes, inhale deeply, hold your breath for a few seconds, and then exhale. Do this 2 or 3 more times. With each inhale, imagine you're drawing up any tension in your body and releasing it as you exhale. Lay completely still, allowing your breath to flow in and out effortlessly. Let your eyes rest lightly closed, gazing inward. Relax your forehead and imagine your eyebrows falling away from each other, creating a feeling of calm between your eyes. Consciously relax your upper lip and feel all the muscles in your face releasing tension, letting go. With each exhale, feel your shoulders, ribs, hips, and legs sink more deeply into the floor. Lying completely still, bring your attention to the feelings and sensations within your body. As your breath flows out, let all your thoughts and images slip away. Notice your mind becoming quieter and more peaceful. Soften your neck, throat, and shoulders. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and belly, sinking more and more into a complete state of relaxation. Now just lay there for a few more breaths. Use this posture before bed to clear your mind of the things that prevent restful sleep, or use it as an oasis from irritability and frustration whenever you need it. Take some time each day to find this place of deep relaxation and calm, and thank yourself for the simple gift you give to your body, your mind, and your spirit. And now on an inhale, extend your arms overhead, open your eyes, and bring yourself back into the moment. We didn't have time to address all the issues that come up during this transitional time of life. The following excerpts of interviews with doctors and health professionals may answer some of your remaining questions. Is it hot in here, or is it just me? What can I do about hot flashes?
I think the most obvious thing when it comes to hot flashes is to avoid some of the triggers. And it's so simple, but it's something that we might not think about. Hot foods can trigger a hot flash. Coffee, alcohol can, spicy foods can, anything that will raise the body temperature, warm clothing can. Large meals raise the body temperature, can create a hot flash. Exercise can sometimes cause a hot flash, and it can also prevent hot flashes if you've been doing it for a long period of time. So those are the triggers that I think if you avoid some of those, sugar certainly can trigger a hot flash. And some women have reported they've just minimized the sugar in their diets, wiped out hot flashes.
The modern era of use of black cohosh began in about 1950 when research started to be done on black cohosh as a specific for menopause and menopausal symptoms. And that's mostly been done in Germany. The product that's been most closely studied is a patented herbal extract that's sold under the brand name of Remifemin here in the United States. So most of the research that we know about black cohosh, scientific research, involves that particular product. So what's it good for? It's especially good for vasomotor symptoms, the hot flashes, the things that keep you up at night, that embarrass you in a meeting, that little glow. It's very good for helping control that.
I never know when it's coming or how long it's going to last. What can I do about menstrual irregularities?
Vitis agnus castus, or chaste tree berry. It's very good for a PMS, and so it might be especially nice for that woman in the early perimenopause who never had PMS, suddenly is gifted with that lovely experience, and giving you an opportunity to sort of normalize your cycle. When you haven't stopped having periods, but your periods are sometimes too short, sometimes too long, irregular, this may help regularize them, and it can certainly help manage those PMS kind of symptoms. That's a good place to use that product.
I'm just not myself anymore. How do I deal with these mood swings?
St. John's wort's a very useful herb in a menopausal woman, and for several reasons. The most obvious one that you know the most about St. John's wort is to help relieve mild to moderate depressive symptoms. That's a very good indication for this. The person who's somewhat sleep deprived because they're hot flashing and then just everything's too much. Many women in this generation are caught in the sandwich between taking care of children and their parents and job demands and home demands, and sometimes this helps give you a little bit of support while you're trying to make the proper lifestyle adjustment and choices. So St. John's wort's very good for that. Again, a standardized product is recommended, and one that you take an adequate dose for an adequate amount of time. There's some caveats and cautions with St. John's wort. St. John's wort is an herb that we've lately come to find probably has some significant herb-drug interactions. For the average patient who's not on a lot of medication, it's a safe, appropriate treatment. But if you are taking any prescription medications, you do need to talk to your pharmacist or your physician about potential for interaction. And so you might think about that with this herb.
My sex drive seems to have taken a wrong turn. What can I do about it?
And clearly there is a role for exercise in sexual health. I mean, that has also been shown that not only from the standpoint of improving your body image and feeling good about yourself and thus being more receptive to sexual activity, comfortable with your body and so forth, but by increasing blood flow not only to your heart, your brain, but also your genital area is beneficial. So exercise and obviously healthy eating. The same medical problems that cause erection difficulties in men also cause sexual dysfunction in women. High cholesterol levels, coronary heart disease, diabetes, and so forth. So clearly, healthy living and exercise is not only overall good for overall health and wellness, but sexual health as well.
With menopause, there's a range of benefits from the standpoint that very often there's an empty nest. You don't have to worry about kids running in. You don't even have to worry about work anymore. You're retired or you're thinking about retirement. You may have more time on your hands to spend with your partner. So those all help not only with the relationship but obviously with the sex life. And certainly our main sexual organ is our brain, and if our brains are in the right place, that helps, and we have to be able to attend to the physiological or medical pieces of the puzzle, and that's very important, especially in menopause. But from the standpoint of what the woman can do herself, certainly using lubricants, experimenting with different positions, experimenting with creating a more novel environment. So some women will say that earlier on in their life, before menopause, their response was so much better that it didn't really matter that things were routine, or that they didn't get the same degree of foreplay that they would have liked. But now that they're older and they're having the symptoms of menopause with dryness and lack of sensation and difficulty achieving orgasm, they need more warming up, they need more foreplay, they need more excitement both emotionally and physically. So it's really important that she maintains as much of an open relationship as possible with her partner, that she explores herself and also is able to advocate for her sexual needs with her partner, that she's able to instigate and create novel and exciting experiences and encourage her partner to do the same, so that they take advantage of this new stage of life and explore all the possibilities.
Sleep? What's that? How can I get a good night's sleep?
You have to go back to why the sleep's disturbed. And if the sleep is disturbed because the hot flashes are not controlled, then you need to work really much harder at controlling the hot flashes. It's phytoestrogens in food or supplements like soy, red clover, etc. It's also, though, there have been some interesting, intriguing preliminary studies looking at mind-body interventions at helping control hot flashes. And certainly, if sleep is about anxiety, generalized anxiety, having a calmer outlook, having exercised well at the appropriate time during the day, having not to drink anything with caffeine late at night, to get your lifestyle issues in alignment can be very, very helpful. We also recommend that patients think about things like aromatherapy, which is a delightful treatment because what's not to like? It smells good. And it can be very relaxing. We usually use herbs like lavender, bergamot, geranium, things like that have a very nice and relaxing scent. And you can either use them in a bath before you go to bed. You can put on a small napkin or a Kleenex and put that by your pillow. You can have a lotion or an ointment, or you can use it in a room diffuser. So there's a lot of options for that as well. We talked a little bit about hot flashes, which can interfere with sleep. But besides that, there are other things that can make sleep less restful than you might like. For example, I'm sure some of you have had trouble sitting up at night. You're just going over that to-do list that just goes through your head and goes through your head and goes through your head, and it's too long and you can't possibly finish it. For that kind of anxiety, the too much thinking, a great herb is kava kava. That's been used a lot for anxiety. It's an herb that came from the South Pacific that had primarily ceremonial uses, but in standardized preparations here in the United States, we found it very good for anxiety. It also has an effect on skeletal muscles, so it's kind of a nice 2-for-1, because as you get anxious and as you ruminate and as you think more, your muscles get tighter, and so that feeds back more anxiety, and so it helps break up that cycle as well. So a standardized dose of kava before bedtime can help you release your day's activities and fall into a restful sleep. One caution with kava, it's possible that it may interact with other drugs and substances that sort of are depressants. So if you're taking a glass of wine to help you sleep, many people do, it's the easiest available drug, this may combine inappropriately with that. So do one, the other, not both. A lot of women do think a glass of wine in the evening can help them relax. It's very good for helping relax. As a short-term, single-time use, that's not a bad idea, but alcohol does interfere with normal sleep patterns. So you shouldn't be doing that on a consistent or regular basis. You'll notice that you fall asleep pretty easily, but you don't sleep solidly through the night. Valerian's a good herb for helping to rest. Again, standardized formulas taken a half an hour to an hour before bed as you start to ritually wind down and get quiet can be very useful. The best way to use valerian, some recent studies from Germany suggest, is on a regular basis. So it may not be the best herb for one night here, one night there, but if you have a chronic, especially a bad sleep disturbance, regular awakenings, repeated awakenings, early awakening. Valerian used regularly 2, 3, 4 weeks at a time to see an effect, may be the best herb for you.
My brain seems to have gone on an extended vacation and my memory is shot. Help me!
The trouble with memory that comes during midlife for women is very troublesome to them. You have to first separate out the memory problems that are really, you're too harried and you're too scattered, and the normal things that happen where you go to the store and you remember 3 things but not the 4th thing. Those things are normal. The other things that come from being too busy, you've got to get a grip there. But there are some hormonally related changes in memory that can be difficult to treat. One thing that we try with patients is ginkgo biloba, which has been used and studied most successfully for Alzheimer's and other kinds of dementing illnesses. So we sometimes try that, and for some women they do get a good benefit. Again, standardized product, reasonable dose, taken for a long enough time. One of the other things that can cause memory problems is undiagnosed depression. So it can be a subtle presentation of depression. So again, before you start taking an herb to boost memory, make sure you're not really slightly depressed. And then the treatment would be more towards St. John's wort or SAMI to reverse that neurochemical depression as opposed to something just to support memory.
What can I do about the side effects of hormone replacement?
There's no doubt that many women who are on estrogen replacement experience a lot of side effects. And the most common side effects are sleepiness, headaches, including migraines, bloat, weight gain. And it's important to talk with your doctor about the symptoms you're experiencing. I think a lot of women go to their doctor, they're given a hormone, and they don't see their doctor for another year. I really create a partnership with patients where I have patients keep journals of their symptoms. I have them come back in a month. How are you doing? What are your symptoms? And then we adjust the doses. We can either change the hormones to a different type of hormone, and there's really a wide variety to choose from. We can lower the dose if women are experiencing symptoms of too much estrogen. We can balance it with natural progesterones, which really balances out women and makes a lot of the symptoms disappear. So it's a partnership and being aware of the symptoms you're having and not being afraid to speak up about it.
Hi, I'm Kathy Smith. My tapes, books, and television shows have helped millions of women get in shape and stay that way. And now I've joined iVillage to help you. You can read my articles and ask me questions on my message boards. My fitness and wellness advice will get you up, get you moving, and get you fit in no time. And remember to come back to www.ivillage.com/Kathy Smith on a regular basis, as we'll be updating this area often and adding innovative features that will help you reach your goals. Welcome to my new online home.